Hello, Shackley family. I just spent the morning hiking in the forest. It was beautiful today. A little chilly, but not too much, and no rain, and good companions on the way. I have been seeing my great-grandchildren recently. There are 4 of them now, and they range in age from 5 down to one who just turned a year old yesterday. Pretty exciting. One of the hazards of being around small children is that they get sick a lot. And if I'm going to stay healthy, I need to make sure my immune system is up for the job. So let me share a little bit about the immune system with you. First of all, the reason children get sick so easily is because their immune systems are immature. Their diet and sleep patterns are not very good. There's an increase in environmental pollution that makes the problem worse. And it turns out that respiratory diseases are the leading cause of childhood death globally. Luckily, it's not quite so bad in the United States. However, when your child is sick, what happens? You're at home, or they're in some child-minding hospital place, if you can afford that. They are not in school learning, and one of you, parents, has to take care of them, and so you're missing your job. You want to really try to protect your children from getting sick in the first place if you possibly can, and naturally is the best. There's been a recent study that suggests that when you have a child has enough vitamin C on board, remember Linus Pauling, they're less likely to get an upper respiratory infection, and they've actually done a pretty good job of measuring this. It's hard for us to interpret the levels of vitamin C in the human body, the way they measure it, and what sort of prevention we might take. So Dr. Stephen Cheney, who is a research chemist and a user of Shackley, is one of my go-tos for learning how to interpret data that comes from new studies. And what is true is that if a child needs about 150 to 200 milligrams a day of vitamin C to boost their immune system so that they can perhaps avoid catching the latest thing that's going around in their world. And for adolescents, it's between 200 and 300 milligrams of vitamin C. For us adults, I rely on Shackley's vitamin C. It's a sustained release. It's 500 milligrams. And I actually take 2 of these tablets every morning and 2 more every night to help my immune system take care of. I'm riding the bus a lot, and I'm with a lot of people all the time. I live in an apartment house where colds and flu and COVID are just a natural occurring thing. We have protocols here. Stay in your room if you're sick. Put a mask on if you need to go out until all your symptoms are gone. But we know that people have symptoms that they don't recognize for several days before they do understand what's going on with their bodies. So I want to suggest to you that if you're not already taking vitamin C, you consider doing it. Now, what kinds of vitamin C are available out there? I mean, if you go to the grocery store or the health food store, there are really dozens of types of vitamin C. What's a person to do? How do you make a judgment about this? Well, many, many years ago, I became convinced that the Shackley company was the best one for regulating the contents of every tablet the manufacturing of them, the growing of the products, the source material, and certainly the packaging and all that. So I've been pretty convinced that the best way we could do this is to take care of our immune system is to use the Shaklee supplements. And I want to tell you that we have some really wonderful options these days. Chewable for children and adults, tablets that are not horse pills, and there's also an immune tea that you can take, defense tea. So take a look at my website, hihohealth.com, and do take care of yourself when you're around children. If you have grandchildren or great-grandchildren or children in your life, help them maintain a better immune system by taking some vitamin C. I hope to hear from you that you've tried it and it's made a difference for you this winter. Good luck and good health. Be well, do well, and by all means, keep moving. Bye-bye for now.